Hello, everyone, and welcome to the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick, Dougherty, and Drew Fasy.
We are your local guys.
In this edition of 2024 City Council candidates, joining us is Amie Vaules. She's running for the 3rd Ward seat. Amie, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Amie.
Thank you.
So, just like all of our other installments of this series, Amie, in the very beginning, you'll have 3 minutes to introduce yourself. As time progresses, I'll let you know, hey, you have 1 minute left, 30 seconds left, and then I'll ask you to wrap it up if we get to 3 minutes. Following that, Drew will ask you a series of 4 questions. We've asked all the candidates the same questions. Again, you'll have 3 minutes to answer. I'll let you know when you have 1 minute remaining, 30 seconds remaining. And then in the final 3 minutes, that'll be your time to tell us why you are the best candidate for the 3rd Ward seat.
Okay.
All right. Well, without further ado, actually, let me get my phone set up here because I do keep time. It's not just, me saying I'm going to do it. I actually do it. All right. The floor is yours, Amie. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce Ocean City to Amie Vaules.
Okay. My name is Amie Vaules. I am a resident in the 3rd Ward in Ocean City. My husband and I met in Ocean City 27 years ago in the 3rd Ward. We only lived 2 doors away from each other and were fixed up on a blind date. And fast forward 24 years later, we're married with 2 children. My husband was a lifeguard here in Ocean City. He has his business now is in Ocean City. Our children, we have a son who is a sophomore at Ocean City High School. Our daughter graduated Ocean City last year, and she is a freshman at Virginia Tech. And we live here on 18th Street in the 3rd Ward, our favorite spot in town. And I grew up coming here my whole life from a small child, come on vacations with my family. Then my parents purchased a home on 23rd Street and then later moved to 25th Street. My mom is still there. My whole family, and when I say my whole family, my sister and brother-in-law are on 19th Street. My in-laws are 1 block away from me. We are all right here in the 3rd Ward. And it's a very special place to me because I grew up here. I live here now, raising my family here and getting to spend time with extended family here. Sorry, my dog is always next to me. And we thoroughly enjoy this part of town. Ocean City as a whole is amazing, but the 3rd Ward has a really special place for me. Like I said, I grew up coming down here, moved here permanently 7 years ago. For work, I work in a family business. It is currently now just my mom and I, and we own a small chain of swimming pool stores. 1 store in Burlington County, Delran, New Jersey, the other one in Gloucester County, Winona. And I have the flexibility to be able to work from home some days, but most days in my season, I am driving quite a bit. But that won't deter my time commitment that I would need to put into the council. I always say,
1 minute.
I get in the car, I call people and I'm like, hey, I can talk for 50 minutes because I've got a nice long drive. So I don't find not, working in town to be an issue for me. I think I'll be able to have plenty of time to put into council what is necessary and needed, and also then my business and family. Dedication to service for me is a big reason of wanting to represent the board. And I'll work the best that I can with the people who live in the 3rd Ward to bring their concerns and issues to the administration and council to help solve problems.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I used to make long commutes like that to teach. It's God bless you.
Good thing it's not every day.
True. Well, Drew, I'll turn it over to you for questions, and I will try not to go back and forth with Amie anymore.
Okay.
Because if
All
you're
right,
watching this
Amie.
on YouTube, he is giving me a dirty look.
Oh,
Okay, Amie, first question. What, in your opinion, makes Ocean City so special and so successful as both a community and a summer resort?
so I think what makes us the most special would be the safety of our town. Everybody wants to come here, whether you come here to live and move your family, come here for vacation. Our safety is like no other up and down the coast. Our police and fire, ambulance, they are top notch. It's something that I'm very proud of. The ability to serve the community the way that they do, and the beach patrol is amazing. Unfortunately, I've had to witness some of these incidents, and they're just all top notch professionals, and they do the very best for our community. I think being a dry town sets us apart, and I'd like to keep it that way. That will keep the families coming. I want my children to bring their families here and spend time, maybe even move here one day. Our beaches, our bay, boardwalk, our businesses down Asbury really make us a unique town. And like I said, everybody wants to come here because of all of these things. You can bring your family and, be entertained all day at the beach or on the bay, or spend the day quietly in a home and then go up to the boardwalk for some entertainment at night.
Okay. All right. Question 2. Can you tell us your thoughts or vision for alleviating the parking problems we have during the summer?
So the parking issue in the summer is tough. I tend to ride my bike everywhere on the weekends, or I stay home. I think a lot of local people get used to that. I know the city did a study, and to help alleviate the downtown parking, the boardwalk, and I just don't think it's fiscally responsible to build a large parking structure. We are overcrowded and full in season, but that structure wouldn't be usable or necessary unless we were in season. And that really is only about 2 to 3 months at max. So I like the information that I've received from council, and they have done this study. They've come up with a real-time app that they're going to implement this year people will be able to have this app on their phone, take a look. Hey, we want to hit 9th Street to stop at the boardwalk, or, another section of town, and they'll be able to pull up where there's parking available. So then it will alleviate some time of maybe driving around and things like that. I would really like to see the city implement some more shuttles. When I was a kid, we would sit on the corner of Wesley and we'd wait for the trolley to come down. And that's how we would come home. As we got older, we would maybe walk there and then take the trolley home. So I would like to see that the city build on that to alleviate getting up and into town. And, people can save money then by not paying the fee for parking, even though there is a small fee for the transportation. So maybe if we had some stations, in a sense, if the community center was one, if they were to open up the Bayside Center and had a shuttle that takes you right up to the boardwalk, utilize some of the space that we already have, that in the evenings when the parking is probably at its peak, direct some of the cars away from the hot spot and then be able to get the people there safely.
Okay. All right. Question number 3. Property rights are sacrosanct in the United States. However, there are property owners and developers who seem to cross the line with zoning rules. Is there anything Ocean City can do to curb the exploitation of zoning rules and therefore what has been called overdevelopment of some residential properties?
So council has to be responsible with maintaining guidelines and enforcing them. And I know that council does put the guidelines in place. Then there's a whole nother office that does the enforcement and things like that. I do believe that each new structure should have its own parking for the size of the structure. I think that there should be plantings. Each property should have that. And I believe that it's a sensitive thing when you tell people with their home what they can and can't do, or their property. So, people that are raising their homes, it's an investment in their primary home, their second home, investment property, whatever it is. But the city as a whole needs to be responsible with the decisions that are put forth so that we don't overdevelop and overcrowd. Like I said, each new home has to have the parking. They have to have some green space, whether it's plantings or trees, and stay within the guidelines. That needs to be something that is upheld.
Okay. And final question. What experience or expertise uniquely qualifies you to win this council seat?
So what is unique about me is for the past 13 years, I have worked with city officials, every department in the city, to run and execute the Memorial Beach Challenge. I work very well with others and have always. I have a great enthusiasm for this event that we do that serves our military veterans and our Gold Star families. It's run 100% by volunteers, so I'm able to gather lots of friends and family, others who, choose to come out and help us on that day to, honor what Memorial Day is really about. And I think that gives me a huge advantage of understanding how you can work with everybody, get everything done. I think working with everybody side by side to get things done in city council is very important. And that is my goal. Whoever is elected and I'm sitting up there with, I want to work with them side by side to solve problems, to bring the best solution to the city. I don't want to see time be wasted or money because people change their mind. I think, having some decisive answers, all the information in front of you, and stick with a plan is important. I think it saves the taxpayers money and time. And I think that's about it.
Okay. All right. So that's all the questions.
Okay.
If you will take the final 3-minute segment and tell our audience why you are the best choice for the Third Ward Council.
So I love Ocean City. Like I said, grew up here in the Third Ward, raised our children in the Third Ward, live here and don't plan on going anywhere. My ability and my desire to serve the community is very big. That's evident in many different things that I do. I think having a retail store background makes me very accessible. People tell me I'm always happy. I'm always, a positive attitude, and I like to get things done. I like to solve problems and move on to the next. I think I can bring those things to city council to, like I said, work with everybody, work with the administration, the mayor, give the voice of the Third Ward and the community here their voice on council so that they can see things that need to happen and how they can happen for them. So I would like to be that voice, and I think I could do a great job for them.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone. Amie Vaules, 3rd Ward seat. We appreciate your time, and best of luck in the upcoming election.
Thanks,
Thank
Amie.
you very
Best of
much.
luck.
All right. Thank you.
Luck to
Have
you.
a great night, guys.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. That was Amie Vaules. She's running for the 3rd Ward seat in the upcoming City Council election. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominick Dougherty and Drew Fasy.
And we are your local guys.